Alright, YouTube, we are going to be working on my 94 Miata, and as you guys may know from my previous video, my steering wheel isn't really I'm not sure if you guys can see that, let me get a light real quick, best flashlight. Alright, so my steering wheel may not be the best right now. I mean, I've had better steering wheels. This is just horrible. I did that earlier today because I was being stupid. But we're going to be taking this off and replacing it with this baby. I bought this from Miata for 50 bucks. It's a lot in better. It's in better condition than what my current one is. So we're going to be replacing a factory steering wheel with a factory steering wheel. And I know some of you might say, well, why not replace it with a aftermarket steering wheel? Well, I prefer to have an airbag in front of me. It's just a safety precaution I'm in. And throw that right over there. It's just something I prefer to have. And plus, kind of like the button on the side here, and it gives me, I like the grip of these steering wheels. So we're going to be replacing that with that. And here are the tools. So let's get started, guys. If I can grab that. Here we go. So, before we get started on that, we need to get into the trunk here. Lift that up, and we need to disconnect. You guys probably can't see it, but we disconnect our battery terminal back there. So I'm going to do that. If any of y'all are wondering, it's a 10mm socket. So I'll be right back with that. All right, now that we have disconnected the negative terminal right there, as you can see, it's not touching. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want an airbag blowing off in my face. Next, we'll be working on this part of the steering wheel, and first we need to remove the airbag right here. So to do that, we have 10mm sockets right here, and the other side as well, right up here and down here. So we're going to do that real quick. We'll get back to you. Alright, so I just finished taking off the 4 bolts. As you can see right here, we have the 4, and that's what held the airbag in. So putting the wheel straight again, I can just probably pull it off. There we go. Yep, it just pulls right off, and that's actually quite good for the metal back there for a 94. But anyway, we're gonna pull out this connection here, and we have 2 connections. The orange is for the horn, and the black's for the blue. Why did I say black? I'm a dumbass. And the blue's for the airbag. So, sliding the airbag down, we are going to disconnect the orange and the blue somehow. Like that. Ow. And that's how you do that. Oh, and you also have like a small string right there. It's attached to both ends. You can cut it. I'm going to try to slip it off, but so that it can actually keep the airbag on safely. So I'll be back with that when I get it. Alright, so after fiddling a bit, I got the airbag piece off the hook. I kind of like pushed it back with my fingernail in order to slip it off, and I'll probably do the same when I try to get it back on. But now we need to loosen this center bolt, and in order to do that, you should have a 13x16 bolt. I don't know what that is for the metric size, so don't ask me on that. But this is a Husky heavy duty, and I put an extension with a small Husky breaker bar in order to break it open. And basically what you need to do is put it on and try to keep the wheel straight. That probably sounds weird. I'm trying to find a place to hang you guys, but I can't. Try to keep the wheel straight while you're turning it in order to loosen the bolt, because you want to keep the wheel straight so that the wheels out there stay straight, so that you don't have a misalignment and have to go pay for an alignment. So I'm going to try that real quick and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so after pulling and tugging for a bit on the center bolt the wrong way, after I realized it, I fixed myself and started tugging the right way, and it came loose. I pulled really hard and I actually hit my arm pretty hard against here. I mean, yeah, it looks like rubber, but there's metal right underneath it, so be careful about that. So next thing you want to do is just make sure like this wheel's straight, and then get out and just make sure your wheels are straight. I double checked this, so I made sure both wheels are straight. And what you're going to be doing is, don't take the bolt off, leave it on, because you're going to be tugging on this, left and right, but I think one of the best methods, and I'm going to try to show you while holding this, if I can. Give me a second. There we go. I'm going to hold you guys like that. I'm going to see if I can't pull. Okay. It won't come easy, I'll tell you guys that. Oh, there you go. See? After banging on it a bit, it'll come loose like that. Then after that, just unthread your center bolt here. You want to keep this if you're doing aftermarket, and if you're just swapping out like I am. You want to keep this bolt and just slide it off, and grab your connection here and slide it just like that, and boom, you got your wheel off. Whoops, got your wheel off there, your old crappy wheel. And then you're left with this center hub here. It was actually the first time I've did this. It gives you so much more room, but I'm putting the old one back on because I wanted originality with this car. So just grab your new one, aftermarket, standard, whatever. Thread the old piece through the hole. Make sure it's centered, and just slide that right back on. But make sure it's straight, just like that. And as you guys can see, it already looks so much better. And just tuck this back in like that, and go ahead and plug in your horn, which is this one, I think. Or don't plug in the horn yet, just go ahead and put your bolt on. And tighten it down. Until you actually get it stuck there. And I'm going to check real quick of what the torque spec is, if there is one for that. Okay, after torquing it down to 30 foot-pounds, that's what I saw on the internet, just going to reconnect these and put the entire piece back together in the reverse order. And then I'll show you the final product, which is not going to look too much different. Little hint for plugging in your horn and airbag. There's actually a piece of color in there that's orange, and this is orange, so you can easily just match that up. See you back in a bit. And here's the finished product of a bit of anger. Got all the bolts back in where they belong, but I like it since it's a lot better and a lot smoother than what my old one used to be, and it's nice and secure. So don't forget to put your negative battery terminal back on so you can actually start the car. But that's all for today, guys. I should say tonight. I will be posting for something else soon. And like, subscribe. See you later.